Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Seahawks on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
He got the win last week, and we all know how infrequently rookie quarterbacks win in the playoffs. So by now, it feels like old hat to him. Well, maybe not old hat, but you've got to believe he'll be looser, calmer going into this one. He already knows what it takes to lead a team to victory in the playoffs.
They go play action here on first down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Lions' 1-yard line.
He's going to use his legs here. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Stiff-armed it. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 45 yards. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his second of this first half, as he'll try again on first down here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Noah Fant, 59 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this one too low.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half.
Here we go, here we go. Get out of here with a W.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Being chased out left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Trying the left side with Walker. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 17-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Walker with another carry. Stays on his feet. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 55 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back that feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Shedding the... There he goes, left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. Down to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for our coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.